Hey, welcome back to Rob's Garage Woodworking. Today I'm going to show you how I did this textured ceiling. This is called a California knockdown ceiling. It's basically popcorn ceiling and then you knock it down, and I'll show you how I did it. It's really easy. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like here. Hopefully you guys can see this. It's hard to see through the viewfinder here. Alright, tools you're going to need to do this job is a texture gun. The setting on the end of the texture gun is 5/16. Okay, so you need that, the nozzle. You'll need an air compressor. So you'll set your output on your air compressor between 25 and 35 psi. Okay, you will need drywall mud. Okay, and you will also need this great big thing. See this monster here? This is called a drywall knockdown knife, okay? And this is 24 inches. I got this off of Amazon, okay? So the texture gun I bought from Princess Auto on sale. The compressor I bought from Direct Tools Outlet on sale. And this bad boy I got from Amazon. So I'm putting crown molding up. So I need a reveal on the other side of the crown molding. So my measurement is 5 1/4 inches. So what I'm gonna do is I have my jig, which is a piece of cardboard, and I run it up along the side of the wall here and the ceiling with a pencil. I'm just gonna trace my line at 5 1/4. I already installed plastic because I'm using crown. I have staples here, and then a little bit of this plastic left over. Then I'm just going to use painter's tape or masking tape and affix it to the plastic and follow my line with my tape. I just go in steps like this. And that's that. Alright, so we have our texture gun. This is the way it's got to look, the hopper this way. So when you shoot on the ceiling, you're using your hand here, your hand on the trigger, and you're moving it back and forth. So I'm just going to use just standard drywall mud for this. I've primed the ceiling twice for this. I'm going to give this a stir, maybe add a little more water. This is supposed to be the thickness of like a pancake batter. So a little gloopy, but still really sort of wet. Okay, so I'm going to stir this up. This hasn't been used for a while, but I used this for the same thing last time, I believe. See how that drips off there? Like pancake batter. So I don't have to add any water to that. I have put plastic drop cloths, or I don't know what they call it, just plastic drop cloths, all the way around the room. And for where the light is, I just used a bucket lid and screwed that into the octagon box, and that way that'll give me the width around the light that I want, so I can put in a medallion or use a wider light. So we will put some of this stuff in the hopper, and we'll use our fancy margarine dish, or in this case, this is a chip dip container. So just kind of slop it in. You won't be able to fill this, so you'll just be able to put a bunch in, and you won't need a lot either. Okay, I'm just going to set that here. Try not to trip over it. So I'm going to turn on the air. This has an air vent here. Turn the air on and squeeze the trigger and let the stuff come out. All right. So this is called a drywall knockdown knife. So you let this sit for 15 minutes, and then what you're going to do is lightly put this up to it and drag it across, and that'll give you your knockdown texture. Okay, and then you get too much on the edge, you just wipe it off. And keep going all the way along. Oops. All right, as you can see by the video, it's really not that hard to do. Anybody can do this with the proper tools, a little bit of patience. You don't want to spray too much and you don't want to spray too little. So look at the popcorn ceilings that you have somewhere else in your home, or in somebody else's house, and kind of try to mimic that and then do the knockdown. All right, so it's pretty easy. When you're knocking it down, make sure after every pass with the knockdown knife that you wipe it off with a damp or wet cloth, and then you have to apply sort of a gentle pressure to this, and you don't put too much pressure on it, but enough pressure to actually knock down the ceiling, knock down the little the popcorn bits. Okay, so I hope this video has helped you out. I hope that I've inspired you to tackle some DIY projects on your own. It's not necessarily that difficult, just a little time and a little patience and preparation for sure. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in DIY stuff such as this, please subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching. Cheers.